Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share with you a decision that I made probably about 8 years ago, which is literally like to stop playing games, right? Like what the hell? I literally just like quit cold turkey just like that. Um and I didn't really think about why. I mean, I've been watching videos recently, like especially like from guys like Hidden Xperia and from Faven. I mean, I wish Faven had more subscribers. I think you do great content, but I kind of shied away from playing games like when I noticed a trend. Like now I can look back and realize that it was a trend that did it, but I just stopped. I didn't really know why at the time. I just literally lost interest. Like I was like the last game that I really truly enjoyed, believe it or not, would be something like Modern Warfare, or Halo 3. I Halo Reach. I dabbled with it a bit. I played the campaign. The multiplayer, I literally didn't care, and this it's sad coming from somebody who was like, I was such a avid Halo fan, right? I was like, I love that game. God damn it! But like literally, I know I'm gonna run off a bit, but that game literally is the reason I can feed my family today. That's such like you would be surprised. Like that game gave me the passion to start making games for a living, and making games for a living has been what has paid my bills for over 10 freaking years. That's just show you how impactful that game has been. It's ridiculous. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will say, oh, gaming changed their life, but it's ridiculous how much the passion that I got from that game has changed mine. And then I just watched the game industry just take this turn, like at Halo, like about the Halo Reach era, or where Modern Warfare 3 came about. I noticed that the passion and the soul for the game were just dying. Like I could feel it. I could just see where it's like every game that started coming out was like less about the passion, less about the soul, less about the players, and more about like artificially forcing players to play, like padding. Like I remember seeing like Modern Warfare 2. I was okay with Modern Warfare 2. It was a really good game, but a lot of stuff in it was just there because we need to keep the player. We need to keep the player like fucking feelings. Just I'm going to psychologically manipulate him into getting all of these emblems that he has no use for. You know? I remember stuff like I was getting to that point where it was like, these games no longer respect my time. They no longer like are structured in a way that want me to just pick the controller up, have some fun. No, they're just this literal like dopamine firing mini games. Like literally, like touch button, get dopamine surge, and repeat it, bitch. And I honestly lost interest at that point, and it's pretty sad. I mean, since then I've witnessed quite a few good games that I thought to myself, maybe I'll take up a controller, maybe I'll install that. I mean, I saw Overwatch, and I'm pretty sure that's a really good game. I've kind of just delved back into game design and making my own stuff and just playing around with my own stuff. But I've seen some games out there that I'm like, that's pretty decent. I'll give that a look. I like the campaign. I love the campaign for Halo 4. But the multiplayer, I was like, like I think those guys, like as a designer, it's pretty weird for me. No, I'm not. Yes, no, I'm not some like miraculous like super famous designer, but whatever. I'm pretty proud of my abilities for what they are. And I see some stuff done in Halo 4, and I was like, oh my god, these guys don't understand Halo one bit, which is why I truly respect Faven's videos, or Favens, or however it's pronounced. Sorry about that, dude. But I really respect your videos because I can see that you understand the structure of gameplay on like a base level. Like, dude, like if I was to build a game right now and I could afford to hire you, well, not saying that I can, I'm just saying that even if I could get you like a tester or some critique, and I'm not just like stroking you here just because fanboy. No, it's like I've watched your content and I'm like, I like how this guy's mind work. He doesn't just see things on like the surface. You look below that, and I think that's what messed up a lot of the games now. Is that someone came to them and they're like, we need to keep players in the game longer, and the developer is like, just give them these many unlocks. That will work, And back, I remember like in the Halo 2 days and Halo 3, that era, I felt like developers took a more psychological approach to solving problems. Like for example, if somebody said, "How can we keep the player in the game longer?" They would like try to solve it on a fundamental level, right? Versus now where it's just like just give them more shit, you know. And I mean, honestly, people have been talking about the industry crashing, and I don't think it will crash in the same way that it crashed before. But I feel like it did crash. Like the fact that the whole Infinite Warfare fell on his face, um, that happened. Quite a few games came out and just fell on their face because people were like, "Hell no, we're not buying this shit anymore." Because people are like, "Okay, look, the fact that Anthem came out and fell on his face." It really tells me that people are like, okay, we get it, we've seen enough, we're tired of this shit now. Um, we want real games, we want depth, we want core mechanics, we want, and I think people are truly beginning to understand that it's not just what's on the surface that counts. So like, I mean, it's still bad because I think too many people are still being tricked by pre-rendered trailers and scripted events. But I think we have come a far way. And I think they're actually looking a lot more interesting now. I'm curious to see what they do with Halo 6 because I've been looking at that. I think they've learned their lesson. I'm sure they won't get rid of the advanced movement mechanics and stuff. I can't see why they do that. I think they would lose more than they would gain, even though I would love something like that. But I cannot. I think they're too far in to make that decision. But I'm curious to see what they do because at least I can see them owning up to the fact that they made mistakes. And I see quite a few games that are like owning up, like Call of Duty announced, and it's like literally looking like, all right, dude, we know we messed up. This is our new take on it. I feel like the developers are now in a point where they can say to the publishers, look, dudes, clearly your business strategies aren't working. People want real shit, so shut up and let us make our games. Apex came out and they were like, publishers, shut the fuck up, we know what we're doing. And I think it's paying out in the end. So I'm a lot more interested now than I was those epic amount, like 8 plus, 10 plus, however, how long ago did Halo 3 come out? I'm way more interested now than I was back then, but it's just something that I noticed that I did, and it's only recently one thing started picking up back, and I started listening to other YouTubers and them voicing the mechanics and the deeper level. I connected and realized, I feel like I distanced myself because of the crap. And I just wanted to get, I don't know if anybody else distanced themselves because of it too. If you did distance yourself from gaming due to all of this manipulation, it would be cool if you could drop a comment, because it would be cool to know that I'm not the only weird hermit type dude. But as said, just my 2 cents on the topic. I do appreciate anybody that watched this far in. As said, as always, not just saying this because it's the thing to say. I do appreciate anybody's time because everybody's time is important. You could have been doing something else. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.